Are you looking for the best fitness trackers? In this video we will look at some of the 8 best fitness trackers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Amazfit GTR4. The Amazfit GTR4 punches way above its weight. It's affordable at $199 and includes a whole array of features you'd expect to see on much pricier wearables. That includes a brighter LED screen, blood oxygen monitoring, sleep stage tracking, stress tracking, Amazon Alexa compatibility, and an offline digital assistant. It's also got a native camera remote and a handy Pomodoro timer built in. And for outdoor fitness enthusiasts, the GTR4 also has multi-band GPS for more accurate GPS tracking in challenging environments. You can even import GPX routes from sites like Strava and Komoot. The GTR4 takes a more holistic approach to health, trading in steps for PI points to gauge whether you're getting the recommended 150 minutes of moderate activity per week. For smart features, the GTR4 has all the basics: push notifications, quick text replies on Android, alarms, timers, and the ability to make and take calls over Bluetooth. The only thing the GTR4 is really missing is contactless payments, but it more than makes up for it. Given the expansive feature set and battery life, it lasts about 10 to 14 days on a single charge with normal use and about a week with heavy usage. It may not have the brand recognition of a Fitbit, but since Google nerfed both the Versa 4 and Sense 2 last year, you might want to overlook that. Plus, the GTR4 doesn't have thick bezels like either of those watches. Watch faces on the OLED display are crisp, and animations are smooth. When you consider that Amazfit watches are often on sale, it's a no-brainer. Number 2. Garmin Venu Square 2. The $250 Garmin Venu Square 2 is the watch I recommend for anyone looking to replace their aging Fitbit Versa 2 or 3. It's got a similar look and vibe, with a much nicer OLED display and longer battery life. Garmin is known for its comprehensive fitness tracking, and that's not an exception here. Of course, you get the basics, like steps and calories burned, but you get a whole lot more, too. There's built-in GPS for tracking walks, runs, and bike rides, as well as plenty of other sports profiles like yoga and strength training. For smart features, you get push notifications, timers, contactless payments, and a bunch of safety features like Garmin's incident detection, which is its take on fall detection. You will need to carry your phone with you, however, as this doesn't have LTE. If you want the option of onboard music, you can shell out $50 extra for the music edition, which comes with enough storage for about 500 songs. I wouldn't recommend it, however, as you'll most likely have your phone on you since this isn't a true standalone watch. What I like most about this watch, however, is it's one that you can grow with. On top of recovery metrics and sleep tracking, it also has Garmin Coach, a built-in, free training program for beginner and intermediate level runners helping to tackle a 5K, 10K, or half marathon. For health tracking, you can monitor heart rate, blood oxygen, intensity minutes, how many minutes of moderate exercise you get per week, stress, hydration, respiratory rate, and menstrual cycles. And the best part is Garmin doesn't lock any of this behind a paywall. One note: there is a Venu 3 that's just come out and adds a newer heart rate sensor and nap detection, but we're still testing the device. That said, for simpler Garmins, opting for last year's models is still a good choice if all you want is the fitness tracking basics. Plus, newer software updates often make their way to older watches. Number 3. Garmin Fenix 7S Pro. Garmin's flagship Fenix 7 series is no joke, and the Fenix 7 Pro lineup takes it up a notch. It's got built-in multi-band GPS, solar charging on all models, the option of touchscreen or button navigation, topographical maps, and oodles upon oodles of data. Plus, every Fenix 7 Pro model has a hands-free LED flashlight, an upgraded heart rate sensor, and an improved memory in pixel display that's slightly easier to read in low lighting. Garmin wearables are also known for providing extensive, in-depth metrics, and the Fenix 7 Pro lineup is no exception. You get excellent recovery metrics, as well as helpful training guides and coaching programs. The best part is Garmin doesn't charge extra for those features. That's good news, as these are expensive watches. I appreciate how quickly these Fenix 7 watches are able to pick up a GPS signal. That's a must if you're training in the dead of winter. These watches can also take a beating. All models are built to military-grade standards and feature up to 10 atm of water resistance. That means they're more than capable of a dunk in the ocean. Although the screen is brighter, MIP displays still aren't my absolute favorite. The OLED on the Garmin Epix 2 and the Epix Pro are a lot easier on the eyes. It's admittedly tough to pick between the Fenix 7, Fenix 7 Pro, Epix 2, and Epix Pro lineups, especially now that the Epix Pro also has great battery life, the LED flashlight, and now comes in multiple sizes. What it boils down to is whether you prioritize a brighter display, longer battery life, or price. Personally, I prefer the Epix Pro for better readability, but the Fenix 7 Pro is the better choice if this is your first introduction to Garmin's platform. You'll get better battery life, the same LED flashlight, all the same training features, and a lower starting price. You can also check out our Garmin buying guide if you'd like even more alternatives. That said, I still think the standard Fenix 7 lineup is a good choice, especially if solar charging isn't all that appealing to you. Plus, many of the new features that launched with the Fenix 7 Pro and Epix Pro have trickled down to the standard line via updates. You can also save a couple $100 this way if budget is your main concern. In general, the holiday season is right around the corner, so I recommend keeping your eyes peeled for deals as retailers tried to get rid of old inventory. Number 4. Oura Ring Gen 3. The Oura Ring Gen 3 is a discrete sleep and recovery tracker that tracks heart rate, body temperature, and activity. It comes with a 6-month free trial, with a $5.99 subscription after that. The vast majority of fitness trackers are worn on the wrist, but the $299 Oura Ring isn't. The Smart Ring is a good option for people who are looking for something a little more discreet. It's also less distracting than some other wrist-based options, as it lacks a screen and doesn't forward push notifications. While smaller than your average wearable, the Oura Ring still tracks a ton of metrics, including heart rate variability and body temperature. The third iteration of the device also introduces SPO2 sensors, as well as all-day heart rate monitoring and period predictions. Since launching, the Oura Ring has also added activity tracking, blood oxygen levels, chronotypes to help visualize your circadian rhythms, and a new social feature called Circles. It's also begun rolling out a whole new sleep stages algorithm that it claims is more accurate than before. If you're looking for some stress relief, the Oura Ring also lets you track guided meditation sessions. The Oura Ring tracks typical metrics, such as steps and calories burned, but its main focus is sleep and recovery. Each day, you're given 3 sets of scores for your readiness, sleep, and activity. It's a simple, holistic look at your overall wellness and an ideal pick if you want a more hands-off experience with your data. Number 5. Amazfit Band 7. The Amazfit Band 7 is an unassuming, basic fitness tracker with a brighter LED display, long battery life, and an incredible feature set for the price. It's truly hard to beat the Amazfit Band 7's $49.99 price. Doubly so since you can often find it on sale for even less. Wearing the Band 7 feels like a throwback to 2014, which is great if all you're looking for is a simple and casual tracker that won't break the bank. No one is going to compliment you on the Band 7's design, but it's got a handful of cute watch faces that make good use of its OLED touch screen. And despite having an OLED display, you'll still get roughly 14 days of battery life on a single charge. It's also incredibly lightweight, making it a good option for sleep tracking as well. You also get an absurd number of features for the price. That includes Amazon Alexa, continuous heart rate monitoring, blood oxygen monitoring, stress tracking, advanced sleep tracking, training metrics like VO2 max and load, abnormal heart rate alerts, menstrual tracking, push notifications, find my phone, a camera remote, and even a Pomodoro timer. You're sacrificing contactless payments and will have to settle for tethered GPS. But this is a fair trade-off considering everything else you're getting. It's not the best option for hardcore fitness tracking, but this is a great option if all you're looking to do is casually track activity and your steps. Number 6. Garmin Vive Move Sport. The Garmin Vive Move Sport is an affordable, stylish hybrid analog tracker. It's not as beefy as Garmin's other trackers and is well suited for casual activity. While Garmin's made some truly exquisite hybrid trackers in the past, the price made them hard to recommend. However, the Vive Move Sport finally gets things right. It looks like an analog swatch, thanks to the hidden OLED display, but you don't actually lose anything in terms of accuracy. For $179.99, you are giving up some things like built-in GPS and NFC payments. However, you do get push notifications and access to Garmin's entire fitness tracking platform. There are some more jewelry-like trackers, Belay Beats lineup or the Fitbit Luxe come to mind, but the Vive Sport Move's design is a lot sturdier for active lifestyles. Number 7. Apple Watch Series 9, 41mm, GPS. The Apple Watch Series 9 features a brand new S9 processor that enables offline Siri use, brighter displays, and the double-tap gesture. It also has the second-gen ultra-wideband chip for precision finding if you have an iPhone 15. If you're looking for a smartwatch that does fitness well, then iPhone owners need to look no further than the $399 Apple Watch Series 9. The LTE version costs $50 more. This year's updates were pretty iterative, but the updated S9 processor makes this the smartest fitness tracker around for Apple users. With WatchOS 9, Apple added advanced running metrics and the ability to create custom workouts. This year's WatchOS 10 update adds greater integration with cycling accessories, as well as custom workout plans within Fitness Plus. Hikers also get better maps and directions on the wrist. Otherwise, the watch is incredibly similar to last year's Series 8. That's fine. Not only could you save a bit of extra dough by opting for an older model, but you're still getting the vast majority of the features that matter. Exclusive to the Series 9 are the forthcoming double-tap gesture, brighter screens, and offline Siri capability. But these are fairly minor if your real focus is fitness. But if you want to use Siri to interact with your health and fitness stats, that update comes later this year and will also be a Series 9 exclusive. If you're a first-time buyer, you can also opt for the second-gen Apple Watch say. It's slightly cheaper at $249, and while you don't get as many features, it's a good introduction to the ecosystem. Otherwise, if you're the type of athlete who covets a Garmin, you may also want to consider splurging on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. It's more expensive at $799, but it does have the brightest screen of any Apple Watch, comes with dual-frequency GPS, has diving and hiking safety features, and is made of more durable materials. Number 8. Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 adds Wear OS 4, longer battery life, 30% thinner bezels, and a new Exynos W930 chip. You can now also use temperature data for cycle tracking, get personalized heart rate zones, and custom workouts. If you have a Samsung phone, this is the best full-featured smartwatch for fitness tracking. It, and the Watch 6 Classic, are the first watches to get Wear OS 4 and One UI 5 watch, which adds a bunch of health and sleep tracking improvements like temperature-based cycle tracking, personalized heart rate zones, and custom workouts. It also has the same 3"-1 sensor, which enables body composition analysis. That's a unique feature that no other smartwatch at the moment is capable of. You can also access workout videos from the Samsung Health app, though the production values aren't as good as Fitness Plus or Peloton. While I prefer the Classic overall, I mean, rotating bezel, The Wristwatch 6 model is our pick for general fitness tracking due to its lighter weight and smaller size. Overall, it's less distracting during workouts and more comfortable for sleep tracking. That said, the Classic is a very capable tracker, even if its aesthetic and larger size lend it toward being a better smartwatch. However, if you want a more rugged fitness watch with truly multi-day battery life, you might be better off with the $449.99 Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. The Pro is also getting some new software updates